Hi guys, it's Ruby. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have so many things I just want to touch on before starting this video. The first of which, I am filming this video on my vlog camera today. I don't know, I just wanted to make it kind of more of a chill video. I'm going to work in an hour, and I was kind of like, you know what, this is more of a chit chat video, a catch up video, so why not just film it on my vlog camera today? I'm also getting over a bit of a cold, so if I sound a little bit more congested, that is why. But today I have my January low buy update video, my first monthly update video for my 2020 low buy, and I also wanted to include a little bit of a life update in this video just because I have some very big changes that are happening in my life right now, and there wasn't really another video that I was planning on filming where I was gonna have time to kind of talk about it, so I figured why not talk about it now? Let me just get that part out of the way before jumping into the actual low buy update, probably what you guys really want to hear about. Basically, I was trying to keep this under wraps until I knew that it was actually happening, but it is, so I can officially talk about it. I actually just took on a second job, which I know that you guys are kind of probably thinking, you know, are you crazy? You already work full-time, and you audition full-time, and you film for YouTube part-time, which is all true. But basically, I'm just trying to grow my income even more. You guys know one of my goals for 2020 is to kind of prepare for complete financial flexibility and freedom in 2021, and just adding on a second job is gonna help me. Yes, it means I'm working like crazy, but it was my choice to take this on. It no means that I necessarily have to get a second job, but I just feel like it's what I want to do right now. I'm young, it's okay. So, you guys are probably wondering what I am doing for my second job. I'm so excited to announce that I'm actually going to be working for Equinox. What? This is seriously such a perfect job for me. For those who don't know, Equinox is one of the top luxury gyms in the US, and fitness is a huge part of my life, so I'm actually going to be working for them for their front desk at one of their locations here in New York. I am so incredibly excited. I start my first day is in 4 days, so all the contracts have been signed. It's a done deal. I can officially talk about it. I'm still going to also be working at Stuart Weitzman full-time as a sales associate and stylist for them. I'm also going to keep up with my auditioning. I'm going to keep up with my YouTube channel, so don't think that this is going anywhere. It's just going to be a little bit more of a crazy schedule, but I am super, super excited. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, also I'm still going strong on my no heat hair challenge that I set for myself. I have 2.5 weeks left. My hair doesn't look great today, but we're working with what we have. So jumping right into the main part of this video, I have my handy dandy little moleskin notebook that I bought for myself. This is what I'm calling my low buy notebook. So in here, I have written down every single other expense that I had for the month besides my baseline necessary expenses. I also did a little rundown of how I felt this month went for me, so I just thought I would kind of read through it, talk to you guys. This is more of a video for those who are my tried and true subscribers, because you guys know I'm doing a low buy for the year of 2020. In that video where I kind of spoke about my rules and why I was doing this, I also told you guys what you could expect in these monthly update videos. So I'm just gonna kind of get started. I feel like I spoke for so long just now. Okay, so January went by so fast for me. So as far as an overview, I'll read you guys what I wrote in my little notebook. I said so far in January, I'm noticing there are times that I have purchased food out more than once a week. However, considering how low my overall expenses are, I really think this is okay in moderation. So yes, one of the rules that I had initially set for myself was I was only going to eat out once a week. However, there were some weeks in January where I did eat out more than once, and honestly, I don't go to ultra expensive restaurants here in New York, and like I said, my overall baseline expenses budget is so low. I definitely didn't beat myself up for this, so I think I'm gonna kind of change this rule up. So from here on out, for the rest of 2020, I'm gonna say that I can eat out twice a week, but usually it's only once a week. But if there are weeks that I want to eat out 2 times a week, I'm not going to beat myself up for it. Not buying clothing and makeup has been surprisingly easy so far. I find that I have been able to curb my itch for shopping just by going into a store, trying on a few things, and using that to gather inspiration for what I already have in my wardrobe / makeup collection. This was totally true for me. So I found that I like to shop. This isn't a secret. I don't consider myself a shopaholic by any means, but I do enjoy shopping. And sometimes when I'm bored, I don't have anything to do, New York City is one of the best places to go shopping. So sometimes I would find myself wanting to, you know, do some retail therapy. However, like I said, I found that if I went into a clothing store or a makeup store and I just kind of looked around, did some like window shopping, maybe like swatched a couple makeup products, tried on a couple clothing items, it really gave me inspiration for what I already have in my closet / my makeup collection. And I definitely, at the end of doing that little shopping trip, didn't feel like I needed to take anything home with me. Now, that being said, the one area that I did find that was definitely a little tempting for me was workout gear. Since fitness is such a big part of my life, I go through fitness, you know, clothing like it's my job. Like, the amount of laundry I do every week is insane. And especially now, since I'm about to start working at Equinox, you know, I found myself browsing like the Lululemon website, the SoulCycle website, the Equinox website, even more. So it's definitely an area that, unless I really, really needed something, I could not let myself go into a workout store this month because I knew I was just gonna come out with stuff. There are a few workout items that I purchased this month because I actually needed some things, but when I did that, I would literally go like right into the store, grab exactly what I needed, and get out as quickly as I could. So that is kind of the takeaway from this month of January. Honestly, I feel like this low buy is going really well so far, and I've already noticed that by being especially mindful of all that I purchased and writing everything down that was like an extra expense that isn't a part of like my baseline expenses, I was much more conscious of where I was spending my money, how I was spending my money, and they ended up being able to contribute even like a couple $100s extra to my savings this month, on top of the amount that I already put in automatically into my savings every single time I get paid. So now I am going to go down my list in my notebook that I wrote right here. I'm gonna go down my list of all of what I call like my extra purchases. If you guys remember in my original like low buy video, I talked about how, you know, obviously you can't stick to an exact budget. I have like my baseline expenses that I need, you know, to pay for every single month. But then I have, you know, some like unexpected extra expenses that don't really fall into a category because I don't always need to purchase them. I'm gonna go through that list, I'm gonna tally it all up and see how much like extra I spent. However, regardless of what the number is at the end, because honestly I haven't added it up yet, I know that everything else I purchased this month that wasn't in like my baseline expenses budget was a necessity, and that feels really good. There wasn't a single like impulse purchase this month. There wasn't anything looking back that I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have spent my money on, and that feels awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the list. It's kind of in the order from like the beginning of the month to the end of the month. So the first thing this month that I purchased was this Moleskine notebook and the pen that went along with it. This was obviously an intentional purchase because this is how I'm keeping track of my like low buy journey. So that notebook and pen came out to $33. I bought Kevin 2 voice lessons. For those who don't know, part of my like Christmas present to Kevin was I bought him like a couple private voice lessons with my teacher. So this month I bought him 2 more lessons. Both of those were $125 for 60 minutes of a private voice lesson. Spent $10 on a laundry card refill this month. Laundry is in my building, which is awesome. So I do my own laundry. I don't like send it out or anything, but I needed to put $10 on it to refill it. I spent $5 at CVS for toilet paper and dish soap. Spent $32 on Amazon for my women's probiotics that I take every day and my Ziploc bags. For those who don't know, I recently purchased like more eco-friendly Ziploc bags. They're made out of silicone, so you can reuse them. It's not, you know, bad for the environment, and I've loved them so far. I've been using them literally every single day. I actually packed some tortilla chips as part of my lunch today because I made myself some chili, and I put my tortilla chips in my new little Ziploc bags. I spent $100 on the Robinhood app this month. For those who don't know, Robinhood is the app that I use for investing. So every single month I try and put anywhere from like $100 to $200 into my Robinhood account just to add to my portfolio, buy more shares of whatever stock I'm interested in. So I don't know if I would necessarily consider this like extra unnecessary spending because it's part of like my investing, and so it's, you know, investing into my future, but I did spend money there. I spent $31 at Sephora on a new conditioner. For those who don't know, I actually do spend a lot when it comes to my hair care just because I have very healthy hair. I pride myself on that fact. So when I find something that works for me, I like to keep, you know, repurchasing it. I invest in my hair care and my skincare, I find. So I spent $31 on a conditioner. Another trip to CVS, I bought some more sponges to wash our dishes, a new shower curtain, and some sugar. That was a super random shopping trip, but all 3 things I needed. I spent $38 on Amazon. I needed new wireless headphones for the gym and a new Apple Watch charger, but I didn't want to buy like the actual Apple Watch charger because it's so expensive, so I bought a knockoff one on Amazon. I spent $57 on some new Nikes, new black Nikes. I have been needing new gym shoes for forever, and so I had it in my head that this was the month that I was going to buy some new gym shoes. So I just bought new like black Nikes. They were originally like $150. I got them on sale for how much? $57. I spent $19 at Papyrus because they were having a big store closing sale because all of their locations are going out of business, which is super sad. But I spent $19 there on a Valentine's Day card for Kevin and a new journal for myself. Those who don't know, I journal every single night before bed. I take 30 minutes before I go to sleep and I journal for myself. So I had run out of pages in my old journal. I needed a new one, and since Papyrus was closing, everything was like 40 to 50% off, so I got a pretty good deal on a new journal. Towards the end of the month, I seemed to be running out of quite a few of my makeup and skincare products all at the same time, which I guess is a good thing because it lets me know I'm using everything like equally. But I needed to go to Sephora to pick up 3 things that I ran out of. So I spent $66 at Sephora on a new brow pencil, mascara, and an eye cream for myself. I spent $14 on Amazon again for a new book. For those who don't know, I love reading, and I purchased a new book for myself that I'm actually gonna be making on a video soon, as soon as I finish it. So I don't really want to tell you guys what that book is yet. It's fabulous, let me tell you that much, but I bought it not only to benefit myself and better myself and continue always like learning and, you know, activating your mind, but I also bought it with the idea in mind that I would kind of make a video about it too once I was done. Also, I just realized, can you guys tell that I'm wearing a shirt under this, or does it look like I'm just wearing a really low cut like cardigan? You guys are probably thinking like, is she naked? What is going on? And last but certainly not least, I took 2 trips to Lululemon this month just to pick up 2 workout pieces that I really needed. So I spent $58 on a new sports bra, and then on another trip like a week and a half later, I spent $38 on a tank top at Lululemon. So I am going to add everything up. Please bear with me while I use my phone calculator, and we will calculate the total of my extra monthly spending. All of my extra spending for the month of January, for all of my extra yet still like purposeful necessary purchases that just didn't fall into my baseline expenses, it totaled to $700 even. Looking at that number, it doesn't necessarily feel like a crazy one to me, just because my initial budget for the month for like my baseline expenses is so incredibly low. I feel very lucky for the fact that I live in New York, but I live a very financially feasible, inexpensive life, if that makes any sense. So with the money that I'm saving from having such a low budget, having such an affordable rent, $700 to me honestly is a pretty decent number. And again, everything that I purchased this month had a purpose, which feels really good. I also just want to say I'm very lucky because I have multiple incomes, and the jobs that I have, I'm very lucky and thankful to be able to say bring in a decent amount of money. You know, this fits my budget. It might not fit your personal budget, but this fits mine, and so that's what matters to me. I would never spend money knowing I didn't have it in my bank account, or I would never spend money on something knowing that I would have to go into debt for it. So all of this that I purchased, I had the money for up front, which is how I knew it was okay to go ahead with this purchase if it was truly necessary. I think for February, because February is a shorter month, I want to challenge myself to make this number even lower, which I know it's going to be because some of these things that I needed to purchase in January, like I just wanted to get them out of the way, and I knew that I'd never have to repurchase them again, at least for a long time. So let's see, I think if January my extra spending was $700, I think for the month of February, I want to try and make it under $500 or $450. I think I can do that. Honestly, that seems super, super feasible. So I think we'll be fine. Okay, you guys, so that was my January update for my 2020 low buy. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I hope that you liked this like sit down, chatty, kind of just like sitting on my vlog camera version. I don't know, maybe for my monthly updates, I'll keep filming them on my vlog camera and just make them feel a bit more casual and like we're just sitting and talking. If you did enjoyed this video and you are excited for my February update or just my videos in general, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know that you want to see more of me here on this channel. Please subscribe and help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World family. It would mean the absolute world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in down bar below. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye, everybody.